But there are several fronts where the messes of the past are necessarily being mopped up right now. And there are, unfortunately, innocent casualties of creating those messes in the first place. On Friday evening, the Daily Wire broke the story that an illegal now stands accused of violently sexually assaulting his Uber driver in Miami, causing her to collide with another vehicle and slam into a concrete wall. 26-year-old Oscar Ernesto Sanchez Aguirre has his own country to terrorize, which would be El Salvador, but he chose to break into ours when he snuck across our border undetected, according to the Department of Homeland Security, as reported by the Daily Wire. Last month, he wound up on the radar of the authorities after he allegedly violently groped the innocent rideshare driver. The unidentified victim said that Sanchez Aguirre told her to turn down a dark street before he covered her mouth and began attacking her. According to the local news outlet, his attack was so aggressive that the woman was left with bruising to her chest, scratches to her neck, and scrapes to her mouth. The victim said, "In that moment, I panicked and lost control of the car and crashed." This poor, terrorized woman trying to earn a living hit another car, causing it to hit the wall of a church. Then her own vehicle hit the concrete wall of a storage facility. Sanchez Aguirre then allegedly jumped out of the car and began running. But this violent sex criminal was later, thankfully, nabbed before he could harm someone else. According to the local news, Candela Navarro, who witnessed this scene, reported seeing the Uber driver trapped inside her car, which was completely destroyed, saying she was like stuck inside of the car and in a state of shock that you can't even imagine. So the deal was to get close to the car and tell her, I'm going to help her. I don't care if the car maybe can explode or whatever, because the car was a mess. What she immediately said was, he tried to rape me. He tried to rape me. He tried to touch me, abuse me. And I was like, oh my God. According to the local news, Sanchez Aguirre is now rightly facing charges of battery and culpable negligence for the car crash. His bail, which should not have even been on the table, was set at a mere $1,450, but thankfully, the Department of Homeland Security reported that ICE has recently lodged a detainer with the local authorities in Florida, a cooperative state that values its innocent civilians, not its foreign criminals, to prevent his release back into American communities so that some poor girl is not raped because of some judge's need to prove how virtuous they are by being compassionate to a sex criminal. In a statement on Friday, the Assistant Secretary for Homeland Security, Tricia McLaughlin, pointed out, this is yet another example of how years of open border policies have resulted in a heartbreaking number of preventable attacks. This monster should never have been in our country in the first place and had the opportunity to prey on this innocent woman. Every day we're working to get illegal aliens out of our country before more innocent Americans are victimized. All I can say is policies have consequences. And since it is usually other people who pay those consequences, not you, you do actually have a responsibility to others, to the people around you, to consider them and to not base your decisions on what makes you feel better about yourself, because you are not the only person in this world. And you should not feel good about yourself if you are responsible for this sort of thing being done to your neighbor. And for the record, I say that as someone who voted for Biden, to my shame and profound regret. So I am looking in the mirror when I say this to you.